Yo, what's going on, everybody? So I had a request out on a previous video. Somebody put in the comments they want to see more athletic content from me. So I'm going to go ahead and start a weekly vlog about what I know about triathlon training, what I do each week, and what my goals are. So here we go. This is video number 1. I hope it takes off. And this one will be about overtraining. So a couple weeks ago I was in pretty bad shape. So stay tuned, here we go. Alright, let me give you the background on what happened a couple weeks ago. So Penn State has a Ironman 70.3. I bought into the hype, registered, start training for it in November. I actually haven't done an Ironman or half Ironman since 2017. I was thinking of getting back into it, so I was all in. You can see I started training. There's my taper going up. This is Training Peaks. This is the software tool that I measure my volume and intensity of the work I do. So again, I was all in, and I'll go to the calendar. So I'll go to there's Saturday, February 4th. I did a 10-mile run warm-up into a 3-mile fast 5K. And then that night I pushed an hour bike ride. And then going into that Sunday, I did a 3-hour bike ride, 6,000 feet of elevation, trying to get a virtual badge in Zwift. What was it? The catch badge. And I recall during the workout, I was having a hard time trying to get through it. I had to get off my bike a couple times. Go to work the next day. I swim at the Y over my lunch break. Then I leave work that day. As soon as I got outside, my ears started feeling cold. I got home and started getting sick. I immediately went to bed and then probably woke up around 9 p.m. and just started vomiting from 9 p.m. clear till 4 a.m. in the morning. So about every 10-15 minutes I had to throw up in order to breathe. So my heart would just start pounding, and until I threw up, I was unable to breathe. So it got pretty scary. Finally, by like 4 a.m. It died off. I went to, as soon as patient first opened up at 8 in the morning, I drove there, and they ran some blood tests on me, and they said my liver was unable to process, and I had too much high potassium in my blood levels because my kidneys weren't functioning. And the lady goes, "Hey, you did a long bike ride yesterday, didn't you?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" So she knew exactly what I did. So I was ended up from probably 8:30 in the morning till 12. They had me on the bed full of IVs. They said, "Hey, this is pretty serious stuff. You need to come back in tomorrow to make sure that the potassium is flushed out of your blood." So I did come back in the next day. They ran more tests on me, and my blood levels were back to normal. But anyway, a case of overtraining. So it totally wiped me out. As you could see from the training calendar, I ended up having to take over a week off just because I was so sick and down. If you go to, you can see the drop in my taper. That's what taking a week off looks like. So I lost a lot of fitness. So I'm trying to regain the fitness. So I started doing training for another week, and then once you know, I ended up getting a hamstring strain last weekend. So I did another week easy here. But anyway, tough stuff. So in this next clip here, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think overtraining is. Alright, so what is overtraining? I'm going to limit it to 3 here. So it's just a feeling of being run down, no energy to do workouts. However, you're shooting for a virtual number, and you just continue to work out even though you're feeling run down and sick. 2, you can see on the calendar there that I had in Training Peaks, I probably worked out 3 weeks in a row without taking a day off. So you got to force yourself to take 1 day off every other week. And also, thirdly and lastly, big spikes. So I was trying to, again, reach a virtual fitness number in Training Peak and spiked it with a big long bike ride. I was doing maybe hour and 15-minute long bike rides, and I bumped it up to 3 hours. It's too much, especially inside in the basement. It's a lot harder to do a ride on a trainer than it is outside. Even I have a fan blowing next to me, but just you're going to sweat a lot more inside, and you're constantly pedaling. Outside, maybe you're pedaling 65% of the time because you're not going to be pedaling downhill. But whenever people are using Zwift, people are pedaling downhill. You're constantly trying to keep up with people, draft off them, etc. So it is a lot harder to do an indoor ride than it is a outdoor ride. All right, let's go over nutrition. How did I get so much potassium in my blood? I'll mix it around, but so protein. Immediately after the bike ride that took me down, I had 3 servings of protein per shake. So 630 milligrams of protein. So that's about 1,800, 2,000 milligrams of potassium from the protein. Next is I had about 5 salt tabs at 65 milligrams of potassium. So that's about 300 milligrams of potassium there from taking salt. Next would be Gatorade. So I was using Scratch, and Scratch has been getting so expensive, so I went back to cheap Gatorade Endurance. And what you know, I look at this, and this is 140 milligrams of potassium per serving. I probably had 7 servings during the bike ride, so that's another 1,000 milligrams of potassium. And that excludes, I mean, I probably had 6 goo packets, and it says ingredients potassium, but then you have how many milligrams are on there. So in addition, I probably only had, big mistake, you're supposed to take as much water in as you do Gatorade. Probably only had 1 container of water with me, so just made for high levels. So I added all that up. So minus the goos, that's over 3,000 milligrams of potassium. So I end up Googling what's a healthy level of potassium per day, 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams. And here I had over 3,000, maybe it was 4,000, with just in a 3-4 hour period. So that excludes breakfast and anything I else had in my body. So know your nutrition. All right, so how did my training go this week? Basically, I'm starting from the bottom. I had to take a week and a half off from being sick. Then last week I started slow and easy. Then this week I was going to build up, and then got the hamstring strained. So did get a couple of workouts in. I'm looking to start bumping it up next week. So just go over here. What all did I do this week? On Monday, we had off Monday for President's Day weekend. I actually did a solid hour and a half, split up into 2 different rides on Zwift. Tuesday, I was able to get a swim workout in over lunch. Usually I like to get 3 swims in a week, if not 4, especially whenever it gets warmer outside. I'll be swimming outside in the backyard, maybe get 4 to 5 a week. I was only able to get 2 swims this week. That's because I had to take Wednesday off to go do a conference in Philadelphia. Thursday was my first run back, trying to test my hamstring, so I did 4 miles easy on the treadmill. Yesterday I did an hour, actually no, 50-minute bike ride before work, and then swam at lunchtime. And then today, just trying to get the fitness going, I did a 1-hour run on the treadmill at probably 7:17 pace. And then tomorrow I'll probably do maybe my first brick of the year. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling, but probably an hour bike ride, maybe a little run or something like that. Then next weekend I'm going to start picking up the intensity. I'm not going to do long distance stuff. I want to get back into sprint stuff, maybe mile repeats or 5K fast, something like that. What motivates me to work out? One, I'm there to win. I'm not. Don't care about the finishing medal. Not necessarily doing it for fun. I want to win or get a personal best every time. What motivates me to train? It's watching YouTube videos. So I'm a subscriber to many pro triathletes. Lionel Sanders is one of the best, so I just watched 3 of his videos here this morning that got me through my treadmill workout. Another YouTuber that inspired me to get into the YouTube business is Seth James Moore. He's the best running shoe reviewer out there, so he publishes a video every morning. Just makes me motivate, makes the time fly whenever you're on your trainer or on the treadmill, and just watch other people and what they do in YouTube videos. All right, so what am I training for now? I do the Myrtle Beach Marathon or half marathon every year. It's next weekend. Not fit, not going to do it. So then I was thinking, hey, maybe is there a local half marathon around here I could jump into? There is one in April. I'm not fit enough, especially after getting a hamstring injury last week. So I'm going to just go all in on sprint triathlon. First race will be Hempfield Triathlon, and I think it's May 1st down in Lancaster. I got second place at that one last year. And my A race of the year will be Escape the Cape. Goal is to make the overall podium. And I'll probably do Bowling Springs Sprint Triathlon here in August, and may mix some others in there as well. All right, there you have it. So that was episode 1 for triathlon training, and what makes me tick, and what you do to try not to overtrain. So if you like the video, please hit the like button for me. Feel free to comment down below what type of content you want to see. I'll continue to try to improve upon the quality each and every week. Once it gets warmer outside, we'll do some video clips outside and show you what I do out there as well. So, all right, hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.